Hello, we're back for more common phrases with the preposition up in English in 5 minutes. I hope you were able to study the previous video so that you'll be able to know what the phrasal verbs are. Just as a quick reminder, in English we put a verb and a preposition together or an adverb to create a phrasal verb, which can become an idiomatic expression. You probably know stand up, levantar, blow up, explodir, and give up, desistir. The verb may remain the same, but the meaning can change with the preposition that follows. For example, you have give, but if you put up with it, it means desistir, not da. Give out is distribuir. So you can see two different meanings, both with the verb give. Most or many of these idiomatic expressions will need to be memorized, but with knowing what these mean, you will be much more fluent. Common phrasal verbs, just as a reminder, so that we can proceed: stand up, wake up, get up. Again, that's when you leave the bed. Look up. Look up is to find information. Clean up, limpar. Grow up, crescer. Set up is criar or planejar, an appointment or a meeting, uma reunião. Give up, desistir, and go up to is to approach a person. Now with phrasal verbs, they will often be connected with objects. So they will either be followed by an object, or there's another way you can put them. You can actually split the verb and the preposition and put the object in the center. So, for example, I turned on the light. So here you have the full phrasal verb and the object. Another way to do that is I turned the light on. So here you have the object, you split the phrasal verb. If the object is a pronoun such as it, them, he, me, etc., only one position is possible, and it's always splitting the verb and the preposition. For example, I turned it on. You would never say, I turned on it. So I turned it on. When it's a pronoun, it goes in between the verb and the preposition. So let's look at clean up the kitchen. There's actually 3 possibilities for that. I cleaned up the kitchen, so that's after the phrasal verb. I cleaned the kitchen up. The kitchen is splitting the phrasal verb. And I cleaned it. It is referring back to the kitchen. I cleaned it up. So let's practice placing the word in the parentheses as the object. So I put what you should put in as the object, and you also have to change the tense. If it's in the past tense, you need to put this whole sentence together. So for example, the first one, her job. Rosangela got bored at work and decided to give up her job. There's the first one. Pause your video, come back with the answers, and we'll check your answers. Here you go. So she decided to give up her job. The room is a mess. Here's your object. I better clean it up. I saw Mike at the party, so I went up to him and said hello. Helen has her own website. A friend helped her set it, referring back to the website, set it up. Although I grew up in the country, I always preferred cities. Him is the object. The boy was so tired, I couldn't wake him up. 2 years ago, I gave up my career as an architect. No object there. The tree is falling. Look up. Look up. The tree is falling. So this is an important skill. So I hope that this week you'll continue working on phrasal verbs with up and practice putting them in these kinds of sentences where you're using an object together with the phrasal verb. Next week, we're going to learn about phrasal verbs using in and out. So in English, there's lots.